You know, eating a balanced diet means having a cookie in both hands.
Oh, that is what it means.
That is not.
Gotta balance it.
Yes, Jeffrey.
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Okay.
And you won't know where our hands are or what's in them while we go around sharing what's happening in our personal
I
lives.
can see my hands right
Yeah.
now.
For what's on your mind. I'm going to show you mine. Alexis is out today, but we're going to start things off with Brooke. Brooke, what's on your mind?
Oh, man,
Okay, put your fake cookie hands down.
Brooke
love
is
my
holding
cookies.
imaginary cookies.
Okay, what's on your mind, Brooke?
You know I love to hire anyone who comes to my doorstep.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I've bought steaks from a random meat seller.
Yeah.
The list goes on.
Girl Scout cookies can run
Yeah,
out. We're all about it.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's a sweet man who came to my door and wanted to give me an estimate to clean out my gutters.
Oh, it's
Is this some
kinda
sort
that
of weird
time
euphemism? Because I'm not liking it.
Are you shirtless?
Are you
I
sure?
like to clean the gutters, man.
I wish. No.
She said I
I
wish.
wish.
Wait a minute.
He's like, it'll be in a great accent. He's like, it'll be $75 for each side.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, okay, cool. A
Actually
week
sounds
later, my
good
husband's
estimate.
like, hey, we need the gutters cleaned. I'm like, well, let me tell you, I know a guy.
Hey,
Oh, wow.
I have a guy.
I mean, I
Yeah.
don't really know him. He's a total stranger that just knocked on our door, but I have his number.
You do have a hookup, though. Like, it's meant to be.
Oh, but every time it just bites me in the ass. So
Uh-oh.
I hire him.
Oh, God.
Okay.
First, he pulls up in a Dodge Charger, okay?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, not a
What's wrong with
work van
Dodge
or a
Chargers?
truck. He's a roof guy. He should have a truck. Or...
Somehow managed to pull a 20-foot ladder out of the trunk of this thing.
How?
It was like a clown car.
That's impressive.
It was, right?
Okay.
Comes up and he first tells me, I'm really sick. I do not feel good right now. And I'm
Oh, great. Why'd you say yes?
Should you be here?
Yeah.
And I like back up, trying to keep my distance.
Don't get me sick,
And I'm
dude.
like, he's like, yes, I can do the work. I'm like, oh, okay, if you're up for it.
Yeah.
So about a half an hour in, I see him outside smoking at his car. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay, you need to take a break.
Take a break. Okay.
Yeah, but smoking, he's sick.
Yeah,
Wouldn't that make
yeah.
it feel
I
worse?
think it like clears up your lungs.
Yeah,
It
I
cleans
guess.
out all the
Oh,
toxins.
that's smart.
He
Okay.
finishes his 15-minute break.
Yeah.
Then about 5 minutes later, I get a knock on the door. And he's at the door and he's asking for a bag of ice. And I'm like, what?
What?
What do you need ice for?
Uh-oh.
And he looks visibly in pain.
Yeah.
He just slammed his hand in the trunk of his car, and he's not sure if his fingers are broken.
Oh, no.
Oh, bro.
Poor
So
guy.
I'm like, yeah. So I go get the poor man a bag of ice, and he goes, no, I need water in it too. And I'm like, oh,
okay.
okay,
High
I'll
maintenance.
put water in it. So I go back, I redo the bag of ice.
Also, if you could mix some vodka in there too,
Yeah.
that's going to help.
And I said, well, you don't have to stay. Again, you could do this later.
Yeah, come back in
and
2
he's
days.
like, no, I got it. I'm sick. I have a broken hand. I'm going to
God.
finish the job.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't finish the job.
Oh.
So he leaves. He leaves his ladder there.
Leaves the ladder.
Yeah, a week later, he texts me and asks me for $100 because
Oh,
he needs
okay.
gas money.
Oh.
So I give him that.
Oh.
Totally unrelated to the job.
I don't know. And then,
charity at
you
this
guys,
point.
3 weeks go by. For a month, we have had the ladder outside of our house.
Gosh,
Oh.
Brooke.
He finally shows back up.
Yay.
He lets me know he did not break his hand.
That's good.
Yay.
He can't do the work today,
Oh.
but he'll be back in 2 weeks. And if I don't trust him, he'll leave me his passport.
Oh, so he doesn't leave
Yes,
the country.
yes. I declined the passport, but I did pay him another $100.
Okay, so you're out, what,
Why?
$300 for no reason?
I don't know.
And your gutters are still dirty.
Yes.
Oh, God.
So I think I'm being scammed, but it's a very long play, and
Yeah.
he seems nice.
Next time he sees you, he's going to be like, ma'am, it's terminal.
Yeah.
And I'm going to need to come back once a week for $100.
I don't
but
know
never
what I
do
did.
the job.
Oh.
So
Oh, poor Brooke.
if anybody does gutters, just I'm your
No.
sucker. Show up at my door.
Jose, what's been on your mind?
Well, if you didn't know, other than this job, I'm a video game streamer.
Yeah.
I stream almost every night, and occasionally I do raffles and giveaways. And this last time, I did a giveaway of almost $1,000 in Visa gift cards.
Oh,
Wow.
God.
And it was really
Yeah,
exciting,
that's
right?
cool.
That's more money than we give away on our show.
Yeah.
I know, right? So anyway, the other morning I was supposed to mail them out, and I go to grab them on my way out, on my way to work, and I'm like, oh my God, where are they? Like, I can't find them anywhere.
I thought you were going to tell us you didn't know how to mail things.
No.
Because that, to me, is
well,
just shocking
the
in and of
story's
itself.
not over, Brooke.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
No, but anyway, so I searched like everywhere. I'm like, where would I put them? Like, I adamantly put them by my wallet because they're very expensive, you know? And I look on all the drawers, I look in my room, I look in my car, and everywhere, and I cannot find them. And the last thing that I remember is putting them on my kitchen counter.
Okay.
And then I was like, oh my gosh. I threw away all my trash and cleaned and went to the dumpster yesterday.
No.
Before I went to bed, yes.
Hundreds and hundreds of dollars?
Almost $1,000.
Oh
like just
my
under
God.
1K, right? So then on the way in, I'm stressing out. I'm like, oh my God, what do I do? Like,
who do I call? Do I go through the dumpster?
That's what I was thinking. Do I dumpster dive? Or I could call my apartment manager and just be like, tell the city, don't take the garbages for like 7 hours. I will be home in a little bit.
Or you can offer to do Brooke's gutters and she'll just throw money at you for free.
Brooke, I need $850,
All you have to do is set a ladder up and walk away.
Anyway, so I'm freaking out. I'm here. I'm all day. I like cannot focus because I'm like, I ruined this. Now I have to go buy another $1,000 because it's not their fault that I lost them their money.
Brutal.
And then I remembered 6 years ago, I had to buy a new phone because I lost mine one night.
Yeah.
And I had to buy a new one also for around $1,000. And the old one I found after in my jacket pocket. And I remembered, wait a minute.
This is a lesson learned.
I've made this mistake. What jacket was I wearing yesterday? And then I remembered I went to lunch with you guys and I wore a fancy jacket for once.
Yeah.
So I run home, I go into my jacket, and sure enough, it's a miracle. They're in my jacket pocket.
Wow.
All three of them.
Is in your pocket the
You
whole time.
had them at lunch. I could have pickpocketed you and you wouldn't have even noticed.
Yeah, I guess it was in the transfer of me grabbing my keys and wallet and everything. I put them in my pocket and I totally forgot about them.
Have you mailed them yet?
Yes, they got mailed out. Okay, and I know one of the people already got one.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you're good to go. The other two, if they're lost, don't come to me. All right. I don't have any complaints. I barely got them to you.
All right, Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
Well, so I'm not really a handy person.
Okay, I'm the same, bro.
Handsy,
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah.
But handy, not really yet.
Yeah.
And
I know what you mean.
I'm moving into this new house, so I have to get a lot of things done. So I dip my toe into the pond of big box hardware stores.
Oh,
The Home Depots, the Lowe's. I'm finally getting deep into like that world and what it's like.
Now, knowing you, are you getting into the world of hiring people at Home Depot or going in and actually
I'm
buying?
actually buying stuff to use myself.
Okay.
And recently I went there to get a power drill.
Okay.
Ooh, your first power drill.
You don't own one?
I don't own one yet, so I wanted to get my first power
that's
drill.
So great.
Don't judge him. I don't own one either.
The
I have an
worker,
electronic screwdriver.
the worker in the
interesting.
power drill section walks over, says he can help me.
Good.
So I ask him about a drill. He pulls out his phone and starts Googling it.
What?
No, wait, that's not what you're
He's trying to match the photo on his phone to the drill that I'm pointing at and reading the description. 5 minutes later, he says he's not sure.
He's not sure.
He can't help me.
Hey, what brand are you going to go with? I mean, you got to choose your brand because the batteries go with all the other ones.
I mean, look,
they're all the same shape,
I shouldn't have assumed that the guy in the power drill area knows about power drills.
You should.
That
yes,
was my
actually.
bad.
That should be an assumption, Jeff.
No, they don't know.
Like the person at the shoe store should
Oh
know
my God,
about
no.
shoes.
My dad hates everyone that works at the big box stores.
Oh,
He's like,
really?
they're all idiots. Don't listen to any of them.
Later, I was looking for a flood lamp.
Yeah.
Nobody at the store knew what that was.
What?
They were like,
Okay.
for floods? I'm like,
No, for
I don't know.
lamps.
Ultimately, I decided to go simple. I'm asking, where are the mirrors in the store?
Mirrors. Is you're a handy guy who needs to look
Well,
at himself.
I need to put up a mirror. And
Okay.
the
I don't
employee
know, but every
says,
time I go down that alley, I see myself.
the employee's like, mirrors? What kind of mirrors? I'm like,
The ones you
I don't know the
look
ones
into.
that like I can see myself in, those ones. And she's like, oh, yeah, let me look those up.
No.
Again on the phone.
Has to look in the phone where it is in
Yeah,
the store.
yeah.
So in the end, I just realized me, the least handy guy in the world, knows just as much, if not more, than the actual employees at the hardware stores.
Wow.
Yeah. There's only one guy who ever knows anything there.
Yeah.
And you got to find him. And
He
he's
doesn't even
always,
work there.
Dude, probably not. Probably not. You wouldn't believe how much advice my dad gives when we go.
Really?
We spend half of our time him talking to other people to let him know a better way to do something.
He's training the guys at
Yes.
Lowe's. Like,
Yeah.
let me help you.
And the
here.
rest of the time hiring people to do Brooke's gutters.
So, I wish you could come over.
Text in. That's what's on our minds. Text in 78592 and tell us what's been on yours. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.